CSS variables, or custom properties in CSS allow us to save a value and use it anywhere and as many times as we want. By using CSS variables, we don't need to repeat the same value, like colors and sizes, multiple times in a single CSS file. We can define it once and use it as much as we want. Now, let's explore how we can use CSS variables by working on a mini project. First, we'll go to the body element and add an H1 element with the text, "Welcome students." Next, we'll add a paragraph element with the P tag and some text inside it. Lastly, we'll add a button element with the text, "Click me." Now, let's see how we can use CSS variables. Open the CSS file. To use CSS variables at the start of the page, we define a selector. It's just like any other selector, but it starts with a colon, followed by the root selector name. Then, inside the selector, to define any variable, we first add 2 hyphens, or dashes, followed by the variable name. And then, in the value section, we add the value of that variable. For example, we can add a color to the main color variable. Then we create more variables, like one for the text color and another for the button's padding, which is a size, not a color. Now that we've defined our CSS values as variables, let's see how we can use them. We add the body element and set the background color using the main color variable. Then, let's see how to use the CSS variables as values. After adding the color property, we use the var keyword, which refers to a variable. Inside the parentheses, we add 2 hyphens followed by the name of the variable we defined earlier. For now, we use the text color variable to set the body text color. Next, we add text align, center to center the text, set the font family, and finally add 50 pixel padding. Now, let's add the H1 element by adding its selector. Then we add a color using the main color variable, which we defined earlier. Finally, we add the button element using its relevant tag. Then we style it and use more variables. For the background color, we use the main color variable. We set the text color to white and apply padding using the button padding variable, which we defined earlier. We remove the button's border, give it 4 pixels of border radius, and set the cursor to pointer. That's it. Now you know how to use CSS variables. First, add the root selector, then define the variable name and its value, and finally, use it anywhere and as many times as you want. But listen, I'm sure you didn't completely learn everything I just told you, so I'm going to give you an exercise. What you need to do is build a project or use one you've worked on before. Find the 3 most used colors in the project and turn them into variables. Then, use those variables instead of the colors. Also, for sizes, find the sizes you've used before and put them into variables, using them wherever necessary. That's it for today's lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video, make sure to like it, as it helps us a lot. And if you're not a member yet, subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Have a great day.